Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the head elders, apostles, and the bishops at the great millstone who rule well. And shalom to the whole elects very broad, brothers and sisters, storing up faith as a treasure. So, just want to bring out this headline. It says, End Time Headlines. This article says, we are a month away until the WHO pandemic agreement assures U.S. sovereignty. It says, critics warn that Americans stand just weeks away from handing over massive amounts of taxpayer funding, protective equipment intended for U.S. citizens, and an incalculable amount of influence over U.S. policy to the World Health Organization. So the United States is just going to give up a bunch of stuff, and we'll read. It says the most recently updated version of the proposal for the WHO pandemic agreement, amended on April 22nd, would redistribute wealth and protective equipment away from the U.S., establish a global governing board with little accountability to U.S. citizens, and critics say water down U.S. sovereignty over how it responds to future pandemics. So, the United States is not going to be in control of how they handle a pandemic, just like back when C-19 came out. There was a lot of what do we do? And this organization's like, well, we have um, information on how to control it. And not that long ago, that one guy, Bill Gates, said that the last pandemic didn't grab people's attention, but the next one will. And when you check this out, do they expose themselves, and their profits on the left hand side, so they have to tell you what's going to happen. It says WHO officials are also pumping up fear about deadly and hypothetical future outbreaks in a new book. The long shot, Kate Brigham and Tim Hams of the WHO warned that a theoretical disease X could become the next pandemic and wipe out 50 million people worldwide. So that goes along with their the Georgia Stone guidelines. They want to have the population of the world under a certain amount, and with this, they can make it happen. They've been doing it little by little with their machines, make all kinds of weather, alter the weather, and make, like, they got that floods, they got earthquakes, they're making it more intense, and they're wiping out people. And then that juicy juice that they put in people have been killing a lot of them. A lot of research has came out that it actually messes you up. It alters your DNA, and then they know that, but they still push it. They're making you get it to even have a job. And they're making everybody afraid just like they did back then. The 6 feet distance. They love that number six, but they're like, wash your hands. Make sure you wash your hands and stay away from people. Otherwise, you may get sick and die. So fear is a great motivator. So the WHO, the World Health Organization, they all want everybody doing the same thing. They want to control everybody and drive that fear into them. If they don't comply, get in trouble or get dead. It says Genesis 11:1, and they said, "Go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth." Oh, 11:4. Excuse me. Sorry. Start at 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. So we can get this because it went into it twice of one language and of one speech. They had one language, but that speech, it also goes into something else. It's, we'll get this.
Strong's H, 1697. Davar, Davar.
And it says on D, business, occupation, acts, matter, case, something, manner. So they all had the same speech and they're all doing the same acts, the manner. So they're worshiping idols and stuff. They're all doing the same thing, speaking the same language, doing the same abominable works. Like they're worship some god, the Tammuz and Semiramis, whatever its name was, whatever. So Yahweh Shemir Shai didn't like that and messed them up because they were all come together. So the Lord ain't with what they're trying to do with this, with their agenda, because they're trying to get everybody to do the same thing over again, trying to rebuild another Tower of Babel. It says, who makes it clear it intends to involve itself far beyond the physical aspects of the outbreak. The latest agreement invokes the public health impact of growing threats such as climate change, poverty, and hunger. They want to control everything. They want to control where you go, what do you do, what you eat. They're bringing up these 15-minute cities. It says the WHO still wants experimental vaccines rolled out. See, experimental vaccines rolled out. They don't, I mean, they do know that this stuff don't work and that it does more harm than good, but they want to push it on the people. Still wants liability shields, still wants to impose censorship. So they want to stop the truth from coming out. They want to stop people from exposing them. They want that full control. and still plans to use One Health to control humans, plants, animals, and ecosystems, all in the name of health. See? So they're a bunch of deceivers, liars. Um, they want to manipulate people through fear. They want to control what you eat, how much you can eat, where you go, what you do, how long you do it. You know, they all want to control you, and they're going to do it with the C-hip, the RFID. Put it in you, and that's going to be ultimate control. We'll get another scripture. So it says, Second Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Like back in 2019, when the C-19 came out, you couldn't go into certain places. You had to have a mask, and that was just the beginning of sorrows. You know, it's going to get more intense. Like over there in China, uh, they're saying that China is they're looking up to China. They want to follow in their footsteps. They were locking people up in their apartments. People were jumping off the building. Um, they were getting sick from the food that the government was giving them, and they couldn't leave their house. There's all kinds of videos that were showing that. So that's part of the verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because they want to have that control. They want to make you stay put. So, and they've been talking about that disease X for a while. Like right here, it says, beware bird flu. Colombia becomes first country to restrict U.S. beef due to bird flu. It says U.S. government to begin testing ground beef in states with bird flu. A dolphin has just been diagnosed with the bird flu for the first time. So you're still hearing about all these diseases, and they're gonna come with their solution. It's gonna be like, well, first of all, they cause the problem action solution, or problem reaction solution. Order out of chaos. So they bring the chaos, and then they're like, oh, don't worry, we got the answers. But they're pushing that beware bird flu. Ooh, scary, pushing that fear. So bringing this up all that right here. Right here, we get, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And Satan means the adversary. Watch. It says adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act, the prince of evil spirits, and the invertent adversary of the Most High and Mashiach, because he tries to do the opposite of Yahweh Shai. He comes like right here, a saying like man. The saying like man is Esau Edom, self proclaimed white man, because like it says Job 9:24, and it says about Esau being profane. He's the worst. We'll get this devices. It says an evil purpose. See, so that which thinks the mind, thoughts or purposes, an evil purpose, a mental perception thought. So all his, first an idea starts up here and then they act it out. It starts in your mind and then they do it. So we're not ignorant of his devices coming with all trickery and all that. But hold on, let's get one more. Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau. Like right here, Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. See? So he's the most wicked. But yeah, just bringing that out. That this man, he's coming with all kinds of tricks and stuff. Like we know that fear is uh, one of the greatest motivators. Beware of bird flu. But yeah, just want to bring that out. That they're planning to right here. It says we are a month away until the WHO pandemic agreement to give all authority to them. So when the shit hits the fan with all these diseases, they can come in and say, listen to us. But yeah, with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Katash. Double honors to the head elders, apostles, and bishops at the Great Millstone who will well. And shalom to your full brothers and sisters out there gathering faith as a treasure. Shalom.